What up? It's Styles, and today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite photos that I've taken over the years and me being a photographer. I started shooting about 6 years ago, and over that course of time, I definitely realized what makes a photo good and what makes a photo just garbage. Most of the quality photos come with proper lighting and proper composition, proper focus. And when I started taking photos, I definitely thought that the photos that I was taking was just amazing. I thought, wow, this is fantastic. This is art. Yeah, I'm into this. And I slowly realized over time that these photos that I took over the years, especially when I first started, just were not good. They weren't properly lit. The composition was off. You know, there's there's moments where some of the photos were angled. I don't know if you've seen those photos where it looks like they're trying to make the photo interesting by tilting the photo or the frame and creating some kind of excitement in the photo. That is not at all how you take good photos. And in the time that I was taking photos, I don't think I actually started taking good photos until maybe 3 years ago. 2018, I definitely think I started to figure out what exactly makes a photo good, what makes a photo interesting, and what makes a photo have some kind of narrative. And some people, it takes them quite some time to figure out what actually makes a photo good to them personally. And I know for me, it was the lighting and the composition that was a hindrance, really preventing me from moving forward. But once I got that figured out, I definitely started to enjoy the photos that I was making. And yeah, and I definitely feel more comfortable sharing it with others. But anyways, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite photos that I've taken over the years. Most of these photos are from 2018, 2019, and a little bit of 2020. So yeah, let's get right into it. So this first photo right here is my friend Micah. We went to the pool, me and a group of friends, late at night. It was such a good time. I remember I just brought my point and shoot. I think it's a Nikon. I'll have to double check it. But brought my point and shoot film camera, and we just hung out. We ordered some pizza, and yeah, I snapped this photo and don't know why. Just took it because I really liked how he kind of just jumped into the water, and then like he just came out instantly. And so I wanted to snap at the moment he came out of the water. So yeah, I really like this picture. So this is my friend Josh. I just hit him up one day. I was like, dude, we got to do a photo shoot. We got to. He was like, I'm down. Shout out to all the people that just, they're so down to just take photos. I love that so much. I really have to force them to, take photos with you. Just, hey man, you want to take some photos? Yeah, I'll take some photos. It's just so cool. Yeah, I took this photo in my backyard. Um, I wanted to get this like 90s vibe, him in this garden with this apple. I don't know why I have the apple. I don't know why I wanted apple in the photo, but I just really like the framing, the lighting. Everything is neutral. The colors are flat. Um, and yeah, I just like his outfit a lot. So yeah. Oh, this is my friend Lauren, man. She's awesome, man. Like she's down to do any kind of shoot. So this one was at Little 5 Points. It's like in this. I went with who did I go with? I went with her and two of my other friends, and we went to 5 Points and like the it was kind of like in the back of the thrift store, and I really like the composition of this. I like the blue and I like the green in the back. I really think it like accents her skin tone a lot. I love the little earring coming out, peeking through. I love how her hair just has like curliness to it, and I don't know, just I really like how neutral and flat the colors are as well in this. I really like how the light's hitting her side as well. So this photo right here, this is also the same shoot. This is the same day. And I really like the framing of this photo. I really like how her eyes are piercing, you know, staring dead in your soul. So this one is my friend Brianna. We went to my friend's job. They were originally taking photos inside the building. And he said, hey, why don't we just go up to the roof? Like, we could probably get some cool photos there. And I was like, yeah, sure, why don't we do it? And yeah, so we went and we took some photos like on the stairs leading up to the roof. But I remember when I snapped this photo, I was like, this is perfect. I love the composition. I love how the blue is just peeking out just slightly. I love how the tone is this nice orange brown kind of color. Just love the composition in this photo so much. I definitely think, definitely one of my favorite photos, definitely 100%. I like how her hair too is just, you know, fluffy, and I've always loved how she styles her hair. It's always been like this kind of Afro 70s kind of vibe, and I dig it a lot. So this is my friends Ian and Gabby. They recently got married, but this is their engagement photo. This is one of their engagement photos. And this whole shoot was probably one of my favorites. Personally, you know, it's photos that I definitely love just because I know these people so well. I mean, I've been friends with these people for so long, and just seeing them progress to the point of getting engaged is just, it's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, and I love the tones too, just the green and everything. So this is my friend Rachel. We took this at, where did we take this? We took this at, the tennis court by her house. She's moved out. She doesn't live there anymore. But when she did live in this neighborhood, she was like, "Hey, why don't we take some photos at the tennis court?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And we took a few that I really liked, but this one stood out just because of the composition once again, and the lighting too is really nice. It definitely has that fall color scheme to it, fall color palette. I like her jeans in this photo as well, and the pink top, pink socks. Her Doc Martens goes well with the black jacket. I think she was advertising this brand CXX or CCX. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's CXX. But yeah, and so she hit me up and said, "Hey, I want to take some photos of this brand," and I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so we shot that photo. This is another shoot we also did. So I like this photo, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't like the phone in her back pocket. I think that's tacky. Probably from my studio days when I used to work at the photography studio in Ackworth. They made sure that none of the photos had any phones in their pockets because that was just a no-no. And I definitely see why that's not aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, so I like the photo, I like the lighting, and I love the brand Antisocial Social Club in the back. I definitely like the composition of this photo, but the phone I don't like at all. I don't like it. But I do like the overall photo. I'm I'm always critiquing my photos, guys. Sorry. So this is also Brianna as well. Um, this photo I really like just because of how soft the lighting looks. I really like how the light peeks through the afro, and I also like the color she dyed her hair, and I also like the sweater as well. So, and the yellow top, yeah, she definitely came through. I wonder if I picked this outfit out. I feel like I might have said no, I definitely didn't. She has her own sense of style, so yeah, she came through with that. I don't doubt her. I don't doubt her. So this is also my friend Gabby. This is around 2018. So this is like, I think this is about the time we started like hanging out more and more. I was like, hey, I want to do a shoot with you. And she was down. She was like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. Just tell me when, where. And, I think it was me, my brother, Ian, and her sister Brianna. I think this is the same day we took the photo of from the previous photo. I think this is the same day I took this photo. And I really like the lighting in this photo. I love how the light hits her eye and it glows kind of. And then her hair too. I like her outfit as well. When dressing up my models, I definitely tend to give them like very simple, or ask them to wear like very simple clothing. I don't like the over exaggerated attire. I like everything to be very neutral, calm, just because that's kind of my personality. So I kind of put my personality onto my models in a way that they can represent me. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I definitely like that style of very soft, calm coloring and neutral color palette. So this photo is at Marietta Square. I think it's behind Cool Beans. And interesting thing, that shirt is actually mine. I wanted her to wear it specifically for this shoot because I knew that a lot of the buildings at Marietta Square were bricks, and I have an orange shirt, and I really wanted this shirt to be big on her during this shoot. I just said, hey, just wear this shirt, and we'll walk around Marietta, and we'll take some photos. And so yeah, I love that I chose this color too, because it really goes well with the brick and also the green too. Very, very nice tones. Her skin tone as well goes well with this outfit. I love that she's not wearing makeup. I love that so much. I don't really like my models to wear makeup, if they're a girl, obviously. I definitely, like I said, I like the calm, neutral colors, and no makeup tends to bring out the natural beauty within them, and so I just want to capture that most of all. So yeah, I really enjoyed this photo and the shoot too. This was cool. Then we got ice cream afterwards too. So this is my friend Kurt. We go way back. This dude, I've known this dude since I think '09, if not earlier, '08 probably. And we just been friends for so long. And he recently, no, no, we've been friends way longer than that. We've been friends for a long time. And I think around '09, or '08, he moved to Philly. We kind of lost touch, but I mean, we would communicate here and there. I think he hit me up on Instagram. We just started like talking again, and I was like, man, I gotta visit you. It's been too long. It's been too long. And he was like, yeah, dude, you gotta come to Philly. You gotta come to Philly. And I was like, people say that, but they don't really mean it. But I was like, no, I'm going to Philly. So I booked a flight and I flew to Philly, and we hung out for about 4 days, three or 4 days. He showed me around the city. We talked, we caught up, over years and years of not being around each other. And that's what made me want to make this photo series about him, because he is my oldest friend. And I wanted to make a photo series completely dedicated to my oldest friend, because, he means a lot to me. Yeah, I really like this photo because it really shows off his waves, and he's not like this showy guy, but he's the guy that like is really stylish but very modest about it. So he'll pull up with like, the cleanest outfit, and he won't draw any attention to himself. And you'll talk to him, and you'll be, oh dang, that's a nice fit. And he's just like, yeah, yeah. And he's like really cool and chill about it. And I really thought this photo really kind of captures that essence, just because he's like just fixing his shoe, but he has this really gaudy watch, and his waves are on point, you know. So I definitely like this photo a lot, especially like the lighting too, and how it accents his waves. All right, so we're back to Lauren again. So this photo was taken, I think, in the Kennesaw Park, and I really love this outfit. The only thing I will say though, I think it's slightly overexposed, but other than that, it's one of my favorite photos. I really like the overalls. She's a real country girl, very simple attire, nothing crazy. I really like her standing in the tall grass. It was a really hot day. This day was actually really cool because when we went to Kennesaw and we were taking the photos, at some point it started raining. And, you know, it was sprinkling a little bit. And we were like, all right, let's go back to the car. But literally, like, in like a matter of minutes, it just like rained down so hard. I think I can actually put a clip of a video I took of that happening. But yeah, it just came down pouring, and we ran to the car. That was probably it was during the summer, and it was probably one of my favorite days of summer because that's the same day we watched. I think I think it was Lion King. I think Lion King came out. Now, Lion King was a trash movie, but everything leading up to that was just a great day, you know. After this, we went to Chick-fil-A. We met up with some friends. We hung out, and yeah, and then we later went to the movies, and we hung out at the movies. It was just a great day. It was just a great day. But yeah, this photo reminds me of that. This is Mikey. He hit me up and asked me to take some photos of him for I think at the time he was making a mixtape, and he hit me up and said, "Hey, dude, I really want to take some photos." I remember telling him too. I was like, "I shoot film, so you know, just letting you know." Because during this time, I was like strictly shooting film only, and I was anybody that hit me up for a shoot, I was telling them, "Hey, like, I shoot film, so just letting you know, you're not gonna get your photos instantaneously." So he was like, "Yeah, man, that's fine. I want to do it." Actually, he was like, I prefer to shoot film." So we went to Centennial Park and we took some photos. And it was cool. It was a fun day. I really like the lighting in this as well. How the trees literally have nothing on them, and then everything beneath him is flourishing. I think that's pretty interesting. I just like the composition a lot. So this is Gabby again. We took this, I think, near Ian's house, my friend Ian's house, and I really like her composition in this photo. I don't even think I told her to make this face. I think she was, I don't know, I think she did something, and I was like, ooh, pause. Because that will happen. That will happen. And I'll, for instance, we'll be shooting, and then they'll make a movement or they'll do something, and I'm like, ooh, wait, pause, stop, don't move. You know, because it seems like all my friends are just aesthetically pleasing. Shout out to them. And I like the trail in the background as well. The gate is closed. I really also like her glasses and how her glasses kind of mimic her earring. Something about that. I love her hair as well in this one. I also like how soft the lighting is. This is also Gabby again. It was me, Ian, and Gabby, and we went somewhere. And then afterwards, we went to her house, and we were kind of just hanging out outside. I was riding a skateboard. It was late at night. I was riding a skateboard, and she was riding some bicycle. We were going down this hill, and we were taking videos of it. And I remember we came back up the hill, and I was like, Gabby, let me take a picture. And she just randomly jumped on Ian's car, and Ian was yelling at her. He was like, get off my car, get off my car. And she was like, ah. I just took the photo. And this photo reminds me of that a lot. And I just love how the flash looks. This next photo, so traditionally I wouldn't accept this photo because, for one, it's overexposed. The dude is literally glowing, but the memory behind this photo I cherish a lot, and that's why it's one of my favorite photos. The memory behind this photo, it definitely exceeds the technical issues that are wrong with this photo. This photo is actually of Ian looking at Gabby being on his car, and he's making the face like there's nothing he can do about it. He looks like he's smiling. In actual fact, he's like, this girl needs to get off my car. But yeah, I really like this photo. And this is a very special person. This is my girlfriend, Rebecca. We took this, I think the same spot I took that photo of Gabby, where she's kind of like touching her face. This is close to that same area. And I remember, or before we did this shoot, I was like, I saw this photo of Beyonce. It was taken by by my favorite photographer, Tyler Mitchell. And he took this photo of Beyonce for Vogue. It might have been Vogue, but yeah, he took this photo of this bed sheet as the backdrop, and I remember looking at that and being like, "Ooh, I want to do that. I have to do that." And yeah, so I told her, I was like, "I want to do this shoot. I have this idea." She was like, "All right, let's do it. I'm down." And so we went to this field. It's like a small field. Set this up, and honestly, this day was like extremely hot. And she was dying because she cannot stand the heat. But she was a trooper. She was like, we got to get this done. You have this vision. I'm going to help you do it. And yeah, so I took this photo, and I love it so much because for me, it shows like her silly side, just because during this point, she's kind of like goofing off. And I remember snapping this photo and thinking, why is she playing so much? But, I love her, so it's not a problem. All right, so this is my friend Sean. So we took this photo in my garage with my old blue backdrop. I don't have that thing anymore because it's honestly a hassle. Because the material, it's annoying because you have to. I think it's nylon, and when you roll it up and you try to expand it, it just rolls back up again. And so what you have to do, you have to, for what I had to do was that I had to use thumbtacks to plaster it on the wall. And plus it's not big at all. It looked, in this photo, I make sure like to keep it tight, but you're very limited to the amount of space that you can capture because of the narrowness of the backdrop. I think actually with this we turned it around though clockwise so that it could create more surface area. I can't remember. I think that's what we did. But this is his camcorder, and he was actually filming a summer edit. I don't know if he's gonna continue it given the pandemic, but during this period he was recording different memories of the summer. Interesting enough, this is during my summer's end photo series. It's funny, we bonded because we both were making summer edits, but we didn't know that we were making summer edits. And I think at some point he had told me that I'm making the summer edit, and I was like, dude, I'm making a summer edit. I'm using Super 8. And he was like, dude, I'm using this old camera. And so yeah, that was a cool little bonding experience that we had. I definitely want to shoot with this guy again. He is really cool. He's really cool to shoot with. He definitely has this interesting style. It's very 2000s-esque. I love that his hair is buzzed. Yeah, so I definitely want to get some more photos of his name is Sean, by the way. I didn't even tell you his name. But my friend Sean, he is just so cool to me. Like like I'm a fan of his. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely want to get some more photos with him, and I definitely want to do more shoots. Like, stupid pandemic's messing with me. But yeah, definitely one of my favorites. So this about wraps up this video. I hope you guys liked it. I really liked going down memory lane, kind of looking for some of my favorite photos that I've taken over the years. it was definitely hard just because I'm super critical about my photos, and I definitely want them to be perfect and all this stuff. But it's nice to kind of just go through memory lane and just think about the memories you had with these photos, especially since these photos to me are good. That's what just makes it even better, just because they're not trash photos that rely completely on memory alone, but they hold up over the years. I know I recently mentioned that I want to make sure that the photos that I present are quality that I've sat with. Um, and these are some of them. These are some of the photos that I've taken that over those years I've looked back and thought, wow, okay, this is good. This is good. And hopefully that only increases. Hopefully uh, over time, these photos still stand the test of time. Hopefully they're still quality to me. And I hope I make work that, you know, years in, years and years, that the photos that I'll make now still hold up, you know, so. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, share. If you want to comment, that's cool. Subscribe is even better. But yeah, thanks for watching.